Ooh, okay, my hair's wet. Again, no surprise there. I got out of the shower, and this is it. When it's the only time you have a shower. You sure? So I wanted to do a natural, and I actually mean that, eye look with a bold lip. I love that for this time of year as well. And I'm going to go in with a red orange lip, which is one of my favorites. And I'm going to be using all drugstore products. And this is all drugstore products that you literally could go to Walgreens or Ulta and go get. This isn't any ColourPop. I like to say that I'm like making sure there's no ColourPop or anything like that or something that you would have to order. I thought this might be a fun little video to do in the midst of all the other videos. I'm actually using all drugstore brushes too. There is just one Morphe brush in that, and that's just because I don't have like another kind that I use for my blush. It just is what it is. So I just took a shower, so you can see I have my mascara is still on my face, and that's from my work makeup today. So that's why I look like a drowned rat. I'm gonna go with L'Oreal Hydra Genius just to moisturize my face a little bit. So I'm taking the Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot. Again, I've now talked about this way too much, so I'm not going to anymore. I'm going to go in the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Color Corrector, and this is in the shade that is For Dark Circles. I used this one other time, and I do really like this, and it'll help with that makeup that's left over. I've dampened my beauty blender, and I went to the sink and did it like a boss instead of using Fix Plus or whatnot. So I'm just dabbing that in, and I'm going to go underneath of my eye. So like already I feel like, I don't know if you can tell, it's really helped with the darkness under my eyes. It's definitely brightened my face, so I like it for that. And then next I am going in with the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible. Honestly, if I had this is the only foundation right now that matches me because of my tan. If I had another, like this is 4 shades darker than my normal foundation. If I had another foundation right now that matched my skin, I'd probably just use it for the mere fact that I feel like I've used this in every video lately. It is one of my favorites, but I would like to use something different. It's just the only one that matches me. And I'm taking this on one of my Amazon Kabuki brushes. I talk about these brushes all the time. It's by the brand Bestope, something. But it comes with like 3 of these, one of those like under eye concealer brushes, and then it came with the brushes that I always use in my eye that I talk about. I just call them the Amazon brushes because they don't have a name. This is like $12 for all of those brushes, and honestly, these are the only Kabuki brushes I have to use on my face, and they are amazing. I've said that a lot, but I don't know if I've ever really like said the name of it, but it doesn't matter. If you just like type in foundation brushes, I actually think they're there too. So this is Pro Matte Infallible in 107. I'm usually 103, if not 102, so if that gives you any idea. I'm going to go in with a product that is, I shouldn't, because this is going to be part of my haul video, which will probably go up after this video, and I'm actually going to film it tonight too. But it's the only foundation I have that's in like light medium, and it's not ivory, because usually I'm ivory or like the lightest shade ever in all concealers because of how pale I usually am, and because I have a tan right now. It was just starting when I was filming, not even filming, when I would go out, I could tell like it was too light. So I specifically bought this yesterday because I needed something that wasn't so light. So I'm going to use it now just so I don't look crazy. I used it so far. I only bought this yesterday. And I used it this morning for work. And I liked it. But again, this will be part of my haul video, and then I'll give a better review later. Let's say what it is. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer in light medium, like I said. For this being light medium, though, it's still pretty dark. Still pretty light. One day I'll be able to speak, I promise. Then taking the damp, this is the same one I went in with the Wet n Wild cushion. Okay, then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. I think this is the concealer brush. It's what I always call. With the Coty Airspun. This is like, I feel like I'm burping a baby. This is just my favorite powder ever. At least right now. So you'll keep seeing me using it. And then I'm not doing cream contour today. So I will go in with, I call this Big Fluffy. This is a Real Techniques Big Fluffy brush. But I'm going to take some more of that powder, and I have some on the lid, and I like dip it in, and I push this into the skin. So I'm taking the butter bronzer. Everyone talks about it. There's nothing better. Just, yeah. And the Real Techniques blush brush, which if I didn't have so much other product or need it for this, I would use this for my blush. So no contour, we're just going to bronze up the skin. So I'm going to do my brows next, and I'm going to do them off camera mainly because I can't sit here and do them, I don't think, at least. Yeah, I need to be in my mirror, focused, in the zone. I'm just not at that level yet. But I will show you what I'm going in with, because I'm going with the NYX eyebrow cake powder. I literally use this every day for work for my brows because I don't have time to mess with not even mess, I don't have the time it takes to use the brow wiz because it will take too long and I'll sit there and want to perfect it. And I only have like 20 minutes, if not less, to do my makeup for work. So I use this all the time, and I use it with this Eco Tools. It's a dual-sided, but it has that angled brush on there. But in dark brown is what I use. As you can see, this is my second one too. Comes with like a little bit lighter, and then a dark brown shade. I don't ever use the gel, but that's just personally. So I'm going to go in with those, and then I will kind of set my brow with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. And I almost use this because I go in with the powder, and then this is a spoolie on it. So the spoolie and the product on there kind of places it in. I will say it'll be like a lighter brow than what I normally do. You'll be able to see more sparse areas. That's okay for me. A lot of this right now is like natural bold lip. Bronze skin, natural bold lip. And as natural as it can be with as much product as I have on. But we'll get there. So, okay. I'm going to do my brows. So brows are on. Again, they're not as perfect as I usually try to make them perfect. I didn't fuss with them as much, but they're on and they work. Again, we're going for that. I didn't try too hard look, but I probably spent way longer than I should have on it. So for eyes, I am going to take my Wet n Wild. I wish I knew the name of these, but it's pretty much a fluffy blending brush. A lot like my Morphe one, but I would say a little bit more tightly packed. So I'm going to do something that I do sometimes, not often, because usually I'm either doing no eyes or going for the gold. But I'm just going to take the butter bronzer with this brush, and I'm really going to just I'm really just going to focus the color into the crease, outer edge, and then kind of smoking it out, just to give some definition to the eyes. This is all about the lips today, so... Just as you use that color to carve out your cheekbones, you can use it to carve out your eyes. So I was experiencing a little bit of fallout, so I am going to dab that in my eye. Okay, so that is it for the eyes. So it's great that you can just use your bronzer just to deepen that a little bit, since we're trying to be very bronze and glowy. It works great for just kind of contouring the eyes a little bit. And this, I do like the Wet n Wild brushes a lot because it has that thing to hold it's like a some sort of pencil. So again, I did have a little bit of fallout there. So I just, perfect thing, even as soon as you have it, the fallout, I just took my damp beauty sponge and I placed it in the Coty Airspun powder and I tapped over it. It works very well. And then brush the bake away. I'm going to take my NYX, the Slide On Glide On in Golden Bronze. I told you, bronze and a bold lip. And I'm just gonna do my waterline. Next, I'm going to do mascara, and I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline The Falsies Volume Express. I think this is Blackest Black. And I'm gonna go in with Essence Lash Princess. I like to go in with this one first because it lengthens a little bit in my opinion, and then I'm gonna go in and fill them in a little bit with these. So be right. So mascara on, so the eyes are done. Probably wouldn't know I had any shadow or eye makeup on it, but I do feel like it makes a little bit of different. I'm gonna go in with the NYX HD High Definition Blush in Beach Babe. Again, this is great for darker skin tones because it's going to be very bronzy. There's some shimmer in here. I'm not sure if that comes across, but it's great when I'm tan. I really like this. And this is where I'm taking the E4. I just haven't found a blush brush that works better than this. High-end or drugstore. Then again, I would not buy a high-end. I'm not going to say I'm never. Next week we'll have 10 of them. This is very pigmented though, so like I was going in with a heavy hand at first and I was like, wait a minute, you know better. So I don't know if you can tell, it's got a little bit of a little glow to it, which is nice. That's why I love it so much. It's got like a built-in highlighter. And then for highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and I'm going in with Crown of My Canopy, which is the darker of the two. Precious Petals is the other one that I do have and I use most often. But since Crown of My Canopy almost looks like the shimmer that's in that blush. It's a little bit darker. I just feel like I should keep doing boomerang. And then for the lips, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild lipstick, and this is in 24 karat gold. You can see it's a very bright orangey red lips, very bright. I do like the Wet n Wild lipsticks. I do wish there was some sort of like normal lipstick point to it, so when I was doing my lips, I didn't feel like there was more of a free fall. But I do like the formula of it, and I really like this color, and again, very inexpensive brand. So there is the lip. You can tell it's not very opaque, and again, it's a pain in the butt to have to trying to line. If you had a good lip liner, then it probably wouldn't be such a problem, but I don't have a lip liner that would really go with this, so it's kind of a pain for me. And I do really like this color, especially with just all the other bronzy goodness. So, just to finish this look up, I'm going to take the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. I do not like the spray on this, and I don't like the spray on this. I don't really like the packaging or anything. I do like the formula. I do find that it keeps my face, maybe not that long, not as long as the Urban Decay one, but longer than a lot of other ones. So, okay guys, this was a real quick, easy, natural eye look, bronze skin with a red, bold lip. So I hope you enjoyed this look with all drugstore products, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks. Okay. Alright, feel good tonight. La 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 la. I'm so nervous. There's stuff on my teeth now after last time. Okay.